A video message, but live in the flesh here in Manila. He is our Ironman ambassador and the founder of Sunrise Events Incorporated. A fantastic sportsman. Palakpakan po natin, Mr. Fred Ruitensu.
Thank you, Chiki.
Thank you, Chiki, for the overly gracious introduction. Welcome everyone. Welcome friends from media. Thank you, Mayor, for gracing this occasion. Before I talk about 2023 and the event in November, I really want to start and thank Manila for giving us the opportunity last year to host the inaugural 2022 Rock and Roll Marathon, because it signified a chance of normalcy, to come out of the pandemic, to promote sports tourism, which is something that we had planned to do all along when we first started Sunrise Event in 2009. We wanted to bring a healthy and active lifestyle to all parts of the Philippines through triathlons, through cycling races, and now through the Rock and Roll Marathon. Last year we did that with very little notice, with very little time to prepare. We were very proud of how we executed the event. We were very appreciative of how Manila supported us in that undertaking. Now we have 1 year of experience. We have a lot more planning time. Today is only February.
Inside Manila City Hall. I'd like to take this opportunity first and foremost to thank all of the organizers of this rock and roll running series.
Tim Murphy, who was training for a marathon. Alone with his thoughts, Tim wondered if there was a way to make all his miles a little more interesting. He imagined a running course with interesting sights along the way, with cheering spectators spurring participants on, and live bands, music and entertainment creating the tempo that really fueled participants towards their finish line. And here we are. Fast forward 25 years and Rock and Roll Running Series has expanded to cities all across the globe, giving hundreds of thousands of participants the opportunity to find fun in the moments that challenge us. Rock and Roll's special mix of running, community and music transcends time, fashion and music genres to continuously provide a vibrant start line for first-timers and seasoned elite athletes alike. There's a distance for everyone, whether you're old or young, fast or slow, we'll put the beat in your feet. In 2023, we're excited to celebrate 25 years of running of the Rock and Roll Running Series and return to the streets of Manila, where we will again put fun to the run. Blending the energy and excitement of the Rock and Roll Running Series together with the local sites, culture, and celebration within Manila is a magical mix. There's no better way to see Manila Bay, the Rizal Park, and Intramuros than with a rockin' soundtrack and a community of spirited runners at your side. Last year, Manila embraced the spirit of rock and roll to make this race their very own. And this year, we're excited that even more participants will get to experience this finish line feeling, with Manila widening its doors to visitors near and far. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's get ready to rock Manila.
Thank you, Peter Bell, Vice President Global Marketing of the Ironman Group. Up next,
Today is only February. We have 9 months to prepare. Registration opens in just a week's time. So you have 9 months to prepare for the 2023 Rock and Roll Marathon. As you've heard, we have the 4 distances. The 42K is going to be a distance that will be measured. So if you're looking for a PB, if you're looking to qualify for another race, this will be a race that you can do that. And that's very important. We also have 21, 10, and 5K. But what is a Rock and Roll Marathon? I don't know if we could all understand what Pita was saying in her G'day Aussie accent. But what she was telling us is that this is a marathon, not like any other marathon. We're going to, with the assistance of Manila, dress up with 8 to 10 different locations, different musical sites. So as you're running along, and if you're a little bit tired, you're going to get picked up with the music, whether it's a live band, karaoke, DJs, all these little things to help enhance and bring you up to another level as you continue through your race. So we're very excited about that. This extra time to plan is going to make it special. As you heard, this is the 25th anniversary of the Rock and Roll Marathon. We are very proud. We, as Sunrise, as Ironman, as Filipinos, to be the only rock and roll marathon in Asia. So it goes to show we can stage world-class events here in our country. We're very proud to be doing it in the city of Manila. Thank you, Mayor Adam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frederick. Thanks, and just to add to what palakpakan po natin, Ms. Faith Song.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So, first of all, I would like to welcome you guys here for our beauty conference for the rock and roll. And the Sonic Corporation's Chief Technology Officer, Kabir Buksani, would like to give us a word through a video presentation as well.
So, firstly, I'd like to personally acknowledge Mayor Hani Lacuna, Mr. Frederick Tangsu, AI Vitality, and of course, all of our friends in the media for all of their hard work in making this event possible. So, Sonic Corporation is really truly happy and excited to be a part of the Rock and Roll running series this year. And after seeing the success of last year's event, we really can't wait to see how this event unfolds. We're also really glad to bring a further focus into the great city of Manila, and also the importance of living an active and healthy lifestyle. So we hope to all see you guys later this year at November 26th, and we're wishing you guys all the best.
Thank you very much, Kabir. Ms. Faith, maraming salamat po. We've already mentioned that for the second edition, we have so many new things in store for you guys. And part of that is that we have a new member of the Rock and Roll Running Series Manila family, which is AIA Vitality. And
thank you, Shakira, for promotion. I might not be able to meet up to everyone's expectation, but magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And thank you, Mayor Honey, for the warm welcome. Fred and Faith, thank you. Hope everyone has had your coffee because, of course, we'd like to keep up with the energy of our wonderful and distinguished guests in front. And of course, this is what draws us to this kind of partnership. We actually started with our partnership with Ironman Group and Sunrise Events with Ironman Cebu. And we're happy to be part of ASICS Rock and Roll Running Series this year. AIA Vitality is a wellness program that rewards people for healthy living, and of course, we promote that active lifestyle and very much aligned with what ASICS promotes. And of course, this partnership is one of the many events that we bring to life the purpose of our company, AIA Philippines, and helping Filipinos live healthier and longer and better lives. So we look forward to joining the thousands of runners in the beautiful city of Manila this coming November, and see you, and thank you, everyone.
I think the biggest difference is that because we don't have the COVID protocol, the whole race evolves in one day. We'll start with the marathon at midnight, and then the half marathon at 2 a.m. I think the 10K goes at 4, and the 5K goes at 6 or 5. So everyone is out there. If you saw the video, it didn't look like we had as many participants because the race was spread out. So you'll see a lot more people out there racing together. I think that's the first. The second is I think we'll also have more participants because we have more time to plan. We'll have more bands out there. We'll have more entertainment along the course. And I think overall, I think we will execute a better event because of the better lead time, the better planning, and what we learned from last year, which was our first time to plan a race in that event. But we have a lot of experience in planning triathlons, from Ironman. So I think we put all of that knowledge together and we go out, we try out and have an amazing event together with our sponsors, ASICS and AIA Vitality. Because we also recognize that we can plan for the best, but without the support of our sponsors, without the support of our host, it doesn't work. So it will certainly be a team event. We're looking forward to a lot of fun. And, I want to see people out there smiling. Even if you're hurting, you can still smile and love the pain.
Just a quick...
Running at midnight, once you adjust your body clock, you have the advantage of running in a cooler weather. So that in itself will be better. Many races, the rock and roll races, are run at midnight. You have the lights, you have the bands going, it's more festive. If you're starting at 6 o'clock and you're running into the heat, it's a different feeling.
Because some of them, their parents don't want to support them, so they want to save up for them to join the race.
Well, first of all, Patrick, fantastic that you're doing to inspire the youth. That's really impressive. So keep running for another 500 days straight also. Insofar as the second question, Princess.
I will keep it in mind.
Okay. So I think it's a valid point that maybe
For this year's ASICS Rock and Roll Run, what can runners expect from ASICS?
As I said earlier in the media conference, we will be having special perks and exclusive deals for our runners. And then we are also preparing like some like special shoes to be launched. That is really
For this Rock and Roll Run?
that is really good for running.
Yeah.
So
Nice. So dapat early sign up.
yes, early sign up.
So what webpage should runners go to do?
It's www.asics.com.ph. And also follow our social media accounts, our Instagram and our Facebook.
ASICS.ph.
Yes, that's
So Fred, so nice to see you.
Good to see you,
Welcome back.
Diane.
Yeah, you're looking very fit. How are you staying in shape?
Oh, I had knee replacement surgery 5 months ago, and I wasn't able to do a lot for the first couple months after. But I'm back in the pool. I'm getting on a bike. I'm in the gym. I'm doing my rehab, and I'm living a fairly stress-free life. So that helps. That helps.
Yeah. So your involvement in this ASICS Rock and Roll Run. Tell us what kind of a race. I mean, you've been to so many kinds of races, a full Ironman and everything. What is this race about for those who want to know what the ASICS Rock and Roll Run is about?
So, I mean, first and foremost, it is a race, but it's a fun race. We're going to have 8 to 10 bands stationed throughout the race course. So as you're running, whichever distance, you'll have the entertainment. We're also running at night. And so it's going to be a cooler environment, especially in November. Manila will be decorated with the Christmas lights, with the paroles and everything else. So I think it's just going to be a time to go out there, have fun, and get some exercise in the process.
Well, you're one guy who I know who has run. Well, you swam, of course, but then you've run like a big portion of your life. What has running done for you, aside from me giving you?
Well, no, that's just I have overdone.
Yeah.
that. But I mean, running is a sport that requires very little. You need a pair of running shoes and shorts, and that's it. So it's a great way to stay fit. And you can start by just brisk walking, and then jogging, and then running 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, full marathons. It's really a great way to stay in shape.
Yeah. And can you tell us what you're doing now, Fred? I mean, the Philippines really misses you. We see you only on Instagram, but what have you been doing aside from enjoying your grandchildren?
Well, that's a big part of it. I'm enjoying spending time with my children, with my grandchildren, spending a little extra time with my mother as she gets older. That's very important.
How
to me.
is she?
She's doing very well. She's in good shape.
Where is she?
She's in California.
Wow.
So her memory's better than mine.
That's
her
nice.
sense of humor is better than mine. And so, yeah, I mean, I obviously miss not being here full time like I used to be. But we still come back. We've got a lot of friends here. And Philippines is home in many respects, and a very special place in our heart. But we also want to be near our children.
Do you keep up with Philippine sports, or?
I do. I mean, obviously, I'm not as involved with PBA at all anymore without the ACES. But now with Vicky Bachman being the PSC chair, I have a little incentive to stay in touch.
Right.
I want to see him be successful. I told Vicky if he ever has questions, if we're looking for some advice, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
For him. I'm very proud of his position, and I'm sure he'll do a very good job, and he'll work very hard to achieve good results.
Well, what can you say about the success of Philippine sports? What's needed? What else? We finally got our first gold medal, and to develop other sports. It's because Dicky has said that he's really going to be a chairman that is for the athlete.
Right.
What do you think is important in this day and age for a Filipino athlete to succeed in the international scale?
Well, first we just need to give them the basic training opportunities. And I've heard so many stories, even back to my time when I was on the national team, that a lot of the people involved in the sports were not helping the athletes.
Yeah.
They were in there, stories about them taking some of the athletes per diems. not all of the equipment going to the athletes. Sadly, that still exists today. And so the expectations for him to achieve these results also rest on the responsibility of the NSA heads to do their share in grassroots development, to provide the training opportunities, to provide the competition. And of course, our athletes, if we want to excel on the world stage, need those competition opportunities domestically and abroad. Because if we want to be the best, you have to compete against the best.
We see so many Filipino athletes. Sadly, most of them who are excelling are away from the Philippines. You have Heidelin Diaz, Alex Ayala, EJ Obiena. You know, they're all having to train abroad. So,
well, they're also training abroad because that's where the coaches are. That's where they get to train with other world-class athletes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is not a knock against the Philippines. It's you also need to be practicing against good athletes every day. You can't just show up at a competition abroad if you aren't training and someone's not pushing you in the pool or on the track or on the court day after day.
Yeah. What about the PBA? What are your thoughts on? They just had a record attendance in the Philippine arena.
I think that's fantastic to see, you know, new records broken, and you know, I hope the PBA continues to be successful. Has a very special.
Do you miss
place
it? You must miss it. Or in a way.
I miss it. I was involved for 35 years.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, went to so many games.
Yeah.
You know, there were some wonderful moments, there were some sad moments, but that makes it special.
Yes. What are your thoughts on the basketball players opting to play in overseas leagues? Like a lot of them, you know, opting to skip their last year of college, leaving the PBA, leaving the UAAP.
Well, I would say it's an opportunity for a livelihood.
Yeah.
I understand that. If we want to retain those players, those athletes, to stay at home, then we need to compete. And if it means that salaries is one of the areas, then so be it. I'm not involved with the PBA, so I don't know what their plans are for the salary cap.
Yeah.
But I think if you're going to have a proper salary cap, it has to be transparent. You know, it's not new news. I've been saying all this time. You know, you need to have open transparency about compensation for the athletes. Otherwise, why would they be going abroad?
Yeah. What about Gilas Pilipinas? Have you seen any of their games?
I haven't, but I'm obviously very excited, you know, for
the World Cup.
The games coming here later on this year. And look, this is a chance for us to do well at home. So, you know, I'm hoping that the team gets a chance to play together and work as a team, not just a bunch of athletes and players put together at the last minute. I'm not familiar with their plans, but I'm hoping the best for them.